Right now at 10, corn roast. State Senator Brad Pfaff carries on Ron Kind's tradition as he announces a state Senate re-election bid. And childcare. The Wisconsin Republicans have proposed some new bills to address the state's childcare issues. Plus, tax cuts. The GOP is also proposing a new plan to cut income taxes. They say the revised plan addresses the governor's concerns.
You're watching WKDT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. 8,000 votes, the separation between Derek Van Orden and Brad Pfaff in last year's 3rd District congressional race. The Democrat Pfaff now says he won't seek a rematch. The Onalaska native will instead seek re-election next year as the senator for Wisconsin's 32nd District. Pfaff won the Senate seat by about 600 votes in 2020 over Dan Kapanke. Pfaff tonight continued his former colleague Ron Kind's corn roast tradition at the La Crosse County Fairgrounds. He says Wisconsin has a chance for real change starting next year, and he wants to keep fighting for it.
I have worked hard in order to make sure that I take Western Wisconsin values to the state capitol, and I will continue to do that as we move forward.
National Democrats pulled campaign funding from the 3rd District in the final weeks before the election, which some analysts have said helped Van Orden solidify the win over Pfaff. Eau Claire businesswoman Rebecca Cook, who finished second to Pfaff in last summer's Democratic primary, is running against Congressman Van Orden next year. A group of Wisconsin Assembly Republicans have revamped an income tax cut of almost $3 billion. The proposal focuses on cutting income taxes for the state's second highest income bracket, which is income between $28,000 and just over $400,000. The GOP plan would also get rid of taxes on retirement income up to $100,000 for individuals and up to $150K for married filers. Governor Evers this summer vetoed tax cuts for the top 2 state income tax brackets because he argued those cuts did not truly benefit middle-class residents. Republican leaders said at a press conference this week they believe this new tax cut plan would satisfy the governor.
So what you're seeing today is we heard Governor Evers' message. We wanted to make sure that we offered a tax cut that he would sign.
And Evers had told reporters last month he was willing to negotiate a more targeted tax cut with Republicans. Now, the Nonpartisan Institute on Taxation and Economic Policy in our nation's capital studied this latest plan. It found about 64% of the income tax savings would go to filers in Wisconsin whose incomes start at $147,000 a year. Now, Governor Evers is willing to negotiate with Republicans if they address child care and workforce needs, and new GOP proposals look to do just that. The bills would increase the maximum number of children group child care centers could care for and lower the age of those able to supervise children on their own to 16. The bill's authors argue the change will lower costs for families, and the move comes after Governor Evers has called for a special session in September to address child care issues. The topic has become a priority for Evers after Republicans cut his plan to invest over $300 million into child care programs. Child care legislation could be used as a negotiation tool for Republicans who need the governor to approve that new tax plan. State Republicans are also starting a process to amend the state constitution to require a 2/3 supermajority in the legislature to ever raise taxes again, although that process is going to take a much longer period of time. UW-La Crosse's chancellor is stepping down right as a new school year is set to begin. It was a surprise to all the faculty. Joe Gao announcing today that he will be stepping down as chancellor. He's been in that role at UWL for almost 17 years and is the longest-serving chancellor in the university's history. Gao says the university would not be as successful as it is without the strong faculty and staff.
I have been very fortunate to have just a team that is second to none. The person who follows me will have a great team on board.
Gao says that team helped the university navigate the pandemic, and strong finances kept talent in the building. He says UWL has established an identity that helps grow enrollment. Now, we asked Gao if UWL will stay in good shape without him. He says it depends on 2 things: how future leaders prioritize enrollment and state funding.
It's been being reduced on a regular basis, and that's very troubling. Here at UW-La Crosse, if we could continue to get adequate funding and keep enrollment strong, it's a very bright future.
Now, Gao will be stepping down at the end of this school year. He'll then take a year sabbatical before returning to teach media studies. 2 Coon Valley residents face federal charges for operating a drug house. 40-year-old Julia Lloyd and 33-year-old Stanley Holte are both charged with conspiring to distribute meth and fentanyl. Vernon County Sheriff's Office arrested the 2 of them in June, and between Holte's car and Lloyd's house, officers found 5 pounds of meth, 31 grams of fentanyl, and over $50,000 cash. Now, agencies in Vernon County, La Crosse, Campbell, Onalaska, and the DEA combined to uncover the alleged drug conspiracy. If convicted, these 2 face a maximum of life in federal prison for the drug possession and another 20 for maintaining a drug house. The Biden administration is moving to loosen federal marijuana restrictions. The Department of Health and Human Services wants the drug moved from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 under the Controlled Substances Act. A Schedule 1 substance is deemed to have a high likelihood of abuse and no medical uses. LSD and heroin are also considered Schedule 1. Moving cannabis down to Schedule 3 would recategorize it as having moderate to low potential for physical and psychological dependence. The move could be the biggest change in federal drug policy in decades. Well, a nice summer day in the Coulee region. Let's bring in meteorologist Bill Grahl for our latest forecast. Hey, Bill.
Hi, Ken. Nice indeed. Lots of sunshine, pleasant temperatures, low humidity. Check out the highs, mainly in the 70s. 79 out at the La Crosse Airport, 76 in Eau Claire, 73 in Sparta. It did reach 80 degrees down in Boscobel, 75 in Decorah and Viroqua. So that's 79, 2 degrees short of average. So only the 10th day with a below average high temperature out at the La Crosse Airport during this month of August. There is that full blue supermoon in our southeastern sky, and take a gander. The next time we see a blue moon and a supermoon coincide won't be until January of 2037. So quick math, 14 years from now? So yeah, enjoy it. Clear skies all across the region. Temperatures in the 50s to low to mid 60s, even a 48 Black River Falls, 46 at Volk Field. So more free AC provided by Mother Nature tonight with those clear skies. Overnight lows in the 40s to lower 50s, right around 53 here in La Crosse. Schoolcast for the last day of August, 54 in the morning, 75 at lunchtime, afternoon highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Boy, it gets hot this weekend. I'll have the details coming up.
All right, Bill. Thanks very much. Well, fentanyl is the leading cause of death for Wisconsinites aged 25 to 54. That's according to a recent report from Forward Analytics. That report found that in 2020, fentanyl-related deaths outpaced the second leading cause of death, car accidents, by more than 2.5 times. And that has health officials sounding the alarm about an epidemic that was accelerated by the COVID pandemic. Dr. Chris Eberlein is an emergency medicine physician at Gunderson Health System. He says systems like Gunderson play a vital role in stemming the tide of fentanyl use, but providers can't do it alone.
Everyone's got to play their role. Government, communities, health systems, schools, law enforcement. We really have to continue to work together to accomplish what we want to see is true reduction, ultimate 0 deaths from opioid overdoses. But it's going to take a long time to get there.
He says the good news is the stigma surrounding addiction is lessening. He says more people are realizing it's a disease and that a person needs to be treated like a patient rather than an addict. And a new development in fighting overdose deaths. Narcan, which can revive a person from an opioid overdose within minutes, will be sold in retail stores and online. Manufacturers of the medicine say it could be available as soon as next week. Now, fentanyl is a synthetic opioid drug, so the increased availability of Narcan would likely help lower the amount of overdoses. Narcan will go for around $45 a carton, which will include 2 doses. Walgreens, Walmart, Rite Aid, and CVS will carry it. Still ahead, bus driver shortage. Eau Claire schools go back to school on Friday, but how students might get there could have to change.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is your last chance to save big on summer's top styles with 0% interest for 60 months. Shop Labor Day Hot Buys, all just $5.98 each. And featured finds starting at only $17 per month or $999.99. Only at Ashley.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Save big money and get 11% off everything at Menards. Sylvania's True Wave LED bulbs provide the closest lighting to natural sunlight. They help you feel better and see things easier. Receive $10 instant savings with a purchase of $40 or more on Sylvania True Wave LED bulbs. Upgrade your home with new outlets from Legrand. Charge more of your devices without the need for bulky AC adapters. Pick up this USB outlet for $32.92 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Ashley's Labor Day mattress celebration is going on now. Right now, you can save $1,000 on select mattresses. Plus, get 0% interest for 60 months on in-store mattress purchases. Visit your local Ashley store for better sleep and savings. Only at Ashley.
Students in Eau Claire are heading back to class on Friday, but how they're getting there is a bit tricky. The district is facing a shortage of bus drivers. Jeremy Wall explains.
We've always had a shortage.
For Eau Claire Student Transit, being short-staffed is nothing new.
We have anywhere from about 115 to 125 drivers on any given day.
While that may sound like a lot, for a district as big as Eau Claire, it's barely enough to get by, especially when you consider that a large percentage of those drivers are charter operators only, meaning they only drive for special events like field trips and football games. The result for students could be longer wait times getting to and from school.
We've seen it nationally where it took a long time to get to school because they had to run double runs.
General Manager Marty Klukas believes it's a hangover from the pandemic.
At the start of the school year last year, we noticed we were not getting the people through the door. And I think that part of it was they just didn't want to be exposed to the children.
Regardless of what caused the shortage, he's focused on finding the solution, and he has a few tricks up his sleeve.
We called folks that hadn't worked for us for a while and said, hey, are you interested in coming back? We're a smaller community, we're not a big city, and we have great relationships with our drivers and our monitors. So we've been able to, in some cases, coax some of those retirees back into the bus driving and monitoring world.
One of them is Jill Radloff, a former driver.
I am back to my former routes that I used to drive. I am also taking on 2 new routes.
A driver for 10 years, when the opportunity came knocking on her door, Radloff couldn't turn it down.
I believe in this company. They've been very good to me, and you know, it's give and take. I've been good to them too, and I'm ready to be back in the seat. I've missed it a lot.
They're also training new drivers, starting out at more than $17 an hour, and hoping to get them on the streets as soon as possible.
But they can make a difference, right? They can step up to the plate. They can come join the teams. You know, our local communities need them. We need you.
In Eau Claire, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
Anyone looking to become a bus driver can head to our website or app for more info. Still ahead, award-winning cheese. A local creamery won some big awards at a recent American Cheese Society competition.
And I'm meteorologist Bill Grahl. Nice, calm, cool evening across the region, but it's going to heat up by the holiday weekend. I'll have the details after the break.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are Nabisco snack crackers or Ritz, 2 for $5. Basket and Bushel red seedless grapes, $1.48 a pound. And buy 3, get 2 free on select Coke products. Only at Hy-Vee.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Now get 3.9% financing for 60 months plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Hey folks,
folks, Ronnie Craig here, inviting you out to the 26th annual Elvis Explosion live at the La Crosse Center, September 8, 9, and 10. Come and see over 20 Elvis tribute artists from all over the world battle it out for $25,000 in cash. Tickets for this rockin' weekend are available at the box office, Ticketmaster.com, or Days of Shows. That's the Elvis Explosion live at the La Crosse Center, September 8, 9, and 10. See you there, or you ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Whatever you were thinking, think bigger. It's the King Furniture Labor Day sale. Bigger selection and bigger discounts. Get up to 60% off the biggest names in furniture and 0% financing. Whoa, now that's big. Shop our huge inventory of in-stock furniture and have it in your home quick with free delivery. You won't want to miss this. It's the Labor Day sale going on now at King Furniture.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors. Or the great indoors. Welcome to the peak of premium off-roading. Or get 0.9% APR on 2023 Sierra Denali 5.3-liter V8 light-duty models. Plus, get $2,500 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
This Thursday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60. Thursday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
The Board Store Home Improvements. Everyday low prices on bathroom remodels for seniors and families. Contact us today for a prompt free estimate.
Okay. Westby's Hidden Springs Creamery is the big cheese. The creamery and cheesemaker Brenda Jensen won 3 awards at the American Cheese Society's annual competition. Hidden Springs took home a first place in sheep's milk cheeses for their Wischago. They also won 2 awards in the flavored cheeses, butter, and cultured dairy products category. Their Driftless Cranberry Cinnamon won a 2nd place award, and Driftless Maple got a 3rd place award. They all sound good. Both are sheep cheese with added flavor. Gotta try it. A major chicken restaurant chain is getting set to roost in Eau Claire. Raising Cane's is coming to Eau Claire near Oakwood Mall. City officials tell us the chain has a parcel of land at Prill Road and Gateway Drive. The chain still has to submit a development plan to the city for approval. So until that happens, there's no word on when you'll be able to get a basket of tenders with cane sauce. But rest assured, Cane's is coming. And a blue moon has arrived in the meantime in the Coulee region. Let's bring in meteorologist Bill Grahl with the latest on that and our forecast. Bill?
Yeah, and at 6 o'clock, Ken, you and Rob said you would prefer Blue Moon ice cream over beer or the song. So it made me think, hopefully all the ice cream shops around the region, if they do serve Blue Moon, had to give a discount on it tonight, right? I mean, with the Blue Moon, it only happens once every few years. Yeah, and especially since it's a super blue moon. So that's quite rare. It doesn't happen again until 2037. So, hey, ice cream owners, they're probably closed now, but maybe tomorrow kind of make up for it if you didn't do it. All right, so let's check on the tropics real quick. Idalia is down to 60-mile-per-hour winds. Tropical storm. It did come on shore earlier this morning as a strong Category 3. It was briefly a 4 before it barely weakened to a 3 strength as it came on shore over the Big Bend of Florida. So still some heavy rain along the Carolina coast. You can see it's right near Charleston, and it's going to ride up the North Carolina coast as well before kind of churning out to sea. All right, allergy report. High symptoms across the board today and tomorrow and Friday for that matter for weeds, ragweed, and mold spores. Skies are clear with that bright moonlight. I'd still show it to you, but it's too high now for our CityCam 8 view. CityCam doesn't like to look straight up. It's kind of like a Doppler radar, I guess, right? 79 degrees the high today. Beautiful day. 81 is average. 97 and 35 are the records. No rainfall once again, and it is dry. Boy, only 1.38 inches for the month. That is almost 2.5 inches below average. 65 degrees. That's actually an old reading. It's about an hour old. 63 here at the station, so it's probably about 63 at the airport as well. The wind is calm. 57, that is a current reading for Eau Claire with a calm wind as well. So most spots in the 50s to right around 60 degrees, but look at our traditional cool spots. My goodness, in the mid to upper 40s already. So a little taste of fall out there overnight and tomorrow morning. Look at how dry the air is. 40s and 50s for those dew points, so that's why the temperatures will drop pretty quickly overnight. And another very comfortable night with that free AC, dew points in the 40s to low 50s. That is very comfortable air. Skies are crystal clear, so it was great to see that full moon rise earlier this evening. High pressure has the region dry and clear tonight, and lots of sunshine in store for tomorrow. Maybe some passing clouds tomorrow night and into Friday, even an isolated shower over far northern Wisconsin, but unfortunately we're going to stay dry again, and those winds pick up on Friday, and that's going to warm us well into the 80s. Highs tomorrow a little bit warmer, right around 81 or 82 degrees in the La Crosse area. And you can pick out your favorite location. I've got about 65 for you to choose from. Highs tomorrow between about 77 and 82 degrees. So another pleasant day with low humidity. Tonight, speaking of pleasant, clear and comfy. Another windows open night for sure with that full moon. 53, a lot of bright moonlight out there. 82 tomorrow, sunny and seasonable. 88 on Friday to welcome in September. Here comes that heat wave just in time for the holiday weekend. Mid to upper 90s right through Tuesday. We may even flirt with 100 in a few spots on Sunday and Labor Day. And mainly dry until a chance for some rain later Tuesday, especially Tuesday night. Highs back in the 80s next Wednesday and Thursday. I don't know about you, but I want to go get some ice cream now.
I'm feeling that as well. Right after the show, it's happening. Thanks, Bill. Coming up next in sports, the Packers running back room just got a little more crowded. Plus, the Brewers' 9-game win streak was snapped yesterday, but the crew looking to start a new one in their series finale in Chi-Town. Rob's in next.
Action! Get up to 60% off list prices on hundreds of items at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. This awesome reclining sectional comes with a free recliner. How about a Lazy Boy recliner as low as $398? Do not miss this one.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get $6,600 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit HometownChevy.com.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Accept the trade-offs of treating, or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ubrelvy, there's another option. One dose quickly stops migraine in its tracks. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
I don't know how it's all gonna fit.
Action!
Now at Slumberland, $9.99 gets you a lot. Like a Sealy Posturepedic mattress and an adjustable power base, both just $9.99. Need a twin? Get a Sealy starting at just $129. The huge Labor Day mattress sale. Only at Slumberland.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
In just 11 days, the Packers will kick off the regular season in Chicago against their biggest rival. And for the green and gold, their 53-man roster is now official. One of the most satisfying and uplifting stories to come out of this year's camp regarding the Packers roster is the man who could potentially get some carries behind Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. Talk about defying the odds. Emmanuel Wilson did just that during camp, and now the former D2 football star has made the cut in Green Bay. Packers saw what they needed to see from Wilson, and how about these numbers? In the first preseason game of the year, Wilson broke out for 111 yards on 6 carries, including this 80-yard touchdown. Wilson led the NFL in rushing during the preseason, and for the Packers GM, the decision to keep Wilson on the roster was a no-brainer.
He did some things as a runner that we kind of saw in college, but you never know how quickly those guys are going to be able to show that in the National Football League. But I think he took advantage of his opportunities. Again, he's a 225-pound back. I really like that room, so he certainly earned it.
Speaking of running backs, former Wisconsin Badger and current Colts running back Jonathan Taylor requested a trade earlier this month. One of the teams interested in Taylor, go figure, the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay was reportedly in talks with the Colts, had legitimate interest in trading for the star running back. Still not out of the question, though. Taylor has been placed on the PUP list, so he isn't eligible for the first 4 games of the season, but he still could be traded by that October 31st deadline. Brewers trying to take the series in Chicago. Cubs up 2 in the third, but here comes the crew. Willie Contreras down the right field line. Christian Yelich races in from second. Deficit cut in half. It's 2-1. Then in the 8th, Mark Canha takes one for the team with the bases loaded. Painful RBI, but that ties the game at 2. Brewers fans loving it, but they wouldn't be happy for long. Bottom 8, Cody Bellinger lines one off the foot of Yoel Payamps. Bellinger beats it out at first. Cubs jump back in front. They make it 2 out of 3 over Milwaukee. They win the rubber game 3-2 the final. Brewers lead in the division, cut back to just 3 games. Rubber game for the Twins and Guardians this afternoon. Pick it up in the 5th, no score, but Jorge Polanco delivers. Bases loaded, 2-run single. It's going to put Minnesota up 2-0. Same score now in the 8th, but the Guardians battling back. This base hit is going to cut that deficit in half, makes it 2-1. Twins just 1 strike away now in the 9th from securing the win, but this goes to the backstop. That's going to tie the game at 2, and then Cleveland's going to blow it open in the 10th. 2 on for Cole Calhoun. Goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Calhoun crushes one into the second deck. Guardians make it 2 out of 3. They get the win 5-2. And finally, the Wisconsin high school football season's flying by. We've got a big one tomorrow night. Conference play kicks off on Thursday with 2 undefeated rivals squaring off in Elroy. Scenic Bluffs conference foes will battle it out at Royal High School. Panthers welcoming in Bangor. Cardinals look good so far. They beat up on Turtle Lake last week at home. As for Royal, the Panthers have put up 70 points combined so far in their first 2 games. Bangor and Royal tomorrow night to kick off week 3 of the high school football season. Luther's also at home. Knights looking to rebound after last week's loss to Aquinas. Cashton on the road tomorrow against Brookwood. So we got a big one, a little frenzy come early tomorrow night.
Yeah, a little mini frenzy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, looking forward to it. Stick around. We got a story that's definitely going to pique your interest and yours as well right after the break.
Where there's a flooded basement, there's a solution. Where there are wet spots or musty smells, there's an answer. Where wood damage or dry rot is stealing home value, there's an expert. American Waterworks. For wet basements, wood damage, and effects of dry rot, American Waterworks professional crack repair, waterproofing, sump pumps, and vapor barriers provide long-lasting solutions to tough problems. Wherever moisture problems surface, there's an answer. American Waterworks. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Now get 3.9% financing for 60 months plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Jolivet Family Farms. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Jolivet's homegrown triple sweet corn is picked fresh daily. Join us Sundays 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our roasted sweet corn and charcoal brats. Jolivet's also features homegrown carrots, sweet onions, peppers, beets, cabbage, dill, tomatoes, cucumbers, blueberries, and so much more. Find distinctive crafts and decor. Take home some cookies, breads, bars, or pies from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
It's the Bobby Bones Show. Wake up to friends every single morning. Amy is honest.
You train like you're a professional athlete.
You never know when I'm going to get the call into the big leagues.
Yeah, but how old are you?
Bobby and I are such good friends that if I need to check in, I'm not scared to do it.
Garth Brooks, #1.
I disagree. It's George Strait.
It's just a lot of fun every single morning.
Yes, we have amazing chemistry together.
I agree with that 100%. Come hang with us.
Join me, Bobby Bones, every weekday morning starting at 6 on Kicks 106.3.
Not every day in the Cooley region is sunny and perfect. It's going to rain, but don't worry. We'll be the first to warn you when it's coming. And when it does, what better way to stay dry while on the go than with one of these? This summer, News 8 is giving away these stylish and fancy first-worn weather umbrellas. And all you need to do to win is send us your coolest weather pics. Rain or shine, just send us a pic that you took of the great weather around here. For complete rules, just go to news8000.com/contests.
All right, get this. A Milwaukee sports bar is taking game days to the next level, willing to give out potentially thousands of free drinks when Aaron Rodgers is on the field. Jenna Wells shares their interesting way of giving back to customers.
Two things Wisconsinites love: football and free beer. You could get a lot of it here at Jack's on Brady this fall, but there's a few rules you'll have to follow.
So we created something to get people in the door to watch a lot of our old Packer alums.
A deal that seems too good to be true.
I think it's a great publicity stunt.
Great idea. I think it'll draw some people in.
Every time the New York Jets lose a game this season with Aaron Rodgers on the starting line, Jack's American Pub will pay everyone's bar tab.
We like to, be a little risky, and I think it's kind of a fun way to communicate and interact with our customers.
Here are the rules. You must start your tab 15 minutes before the game and stay the whole game.
No food is included, no top shelf.
The deal's also off if a Packers game is on at the same time. With the promo gaining nationwide attention, it's expected to be busy.
I hope it's a wholesome camaraderie.
I hope that people are patient and friendly and tip their bartenders.
The announcement's already bringing a lot of excitement, with locals planning out their watch nights.
I'm thinking about the Bills, and I'm thinking about maybe the Dolphins. They should be pretty good, so I'm going to come out when I can win.
The unique deal speaks to Wisconsin's complicated relationship with Rodgers.
I'm a little bit worried about the fact that we're spending so much time talking about our ex.
Wish them the best, but I think some free drinks would be great.
Jack's will be open for the first Jets game of the season. That's Monday, September 11th against the Buffalo Bills.
All right, Jets fan, Aaron. What do you think?
I like it. I mean, it's petty. I've heard a lot of hate about it from Jets fans that are in the public eye.
Sure.
I like it. I think it's a cool way to give back. Get Packers fans that, they don't hate the guy.
Right.
They probably don't want him to do well,
Yeah.
especially now with an incentive like that.
Right.
But I like it. I think it's cool.
It's like she said, watching the ex do well.
Exactly. I like it.
I love it too. We'll be right back after this.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is your last chance to save big on summer's top styles with 0% interest for 60 months. Shop Labor Day Hot Buys, all just $5.98 each. And featured finds starting at only $17 per month or $9.99.99. Only at Ashley.
At Batteries Plus, we bring power to your life. Extreme heat is tough on your car battery. If you're not sure how much life is left in your car or truck battery, visit us for a free battery test today.
The Board Store Home Improvements. Improve your home to improve your life. Discover the joy of a kitchen designed to fit your home and family. The convenience and easy care of cabinets with modern features, new countertops, and a tile backsplash. Enjoy maximum performance when your kitchen is completed by our carpenters, plumber, and electrician. Enjoy a complete new kitchen for less than others charge for refacing. Superior products, superior installation at a price lower than most others. Invest wisely. The Board Store Home Improvements. Prompt free estimates.
Imagine if you could get ahead of your IBS-C by treating it with Linzess. Then you could start proactively managing your constipation with belly pain. Say yes to Linzess. Linzess is not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. These aren't all the side effects. Get ahead of it. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn how AbbVie and Ironwood could help you save on Linzess.
Set summer in motion with the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet, like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport and the Ridgeline, built for better off-road performance and engineered for more adventure. This summer, create your own adventures with Honda, the most awarded brand in car and driver 10 best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Ashley's Labor Day mattress celebration is going on now. Right now, you can save $1,000 on select mattresses. Plus, get 0% interest for 60 months on in-store mattress purchases. Visit your local Ashley store for better sleep and savings. Only at Ashley.
Clear, comfy, and moony tonight. Lows in the 40s to lower 50s. Another nice day tomorrow, 82, warmer Friday, and then 90s for the holiday weekend.
All right, Bill, thanks very much. And thank you all for joining us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.